Hello. Recording overload. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Vizzy here, and welcome to Minecraft video. Really? Yes, indeed. Let me real quick turn off the subtitles. Hello and welcome to Minecraft video. Because, I had a silly idea. I had, this thought earlier today. What if I could make a little redstone system, right? That's not the system. This is part of me experimenting around. The idea was, what if I could make a singular display that shows the storage of all your different farms, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but the way I play this game, I make myself some farms so that I'll have the items I need for my bigger projects. And well, yeah, I feel like it would be an interesting challenge. Pretty much just that. So, what were some challenges that might lead? Well, I'd have to be able to show any given storage unit. I need it to be able to read a lot of amounts. I need to hook it up to each individual storage cell. First of all, what's the question of how do I choose what I actually display? And I went for this. A simple selector panel. 15 pages in a book, comparator into this sort of array. I'm not sure who was the first to make them, but they're brilliant and I love them. Next up was the question of how do I actually store the things? Usually, I don't do this storage anymore. I used to do this all the time, but I moved over to the single file silo.
Hello, cat.
This is a sign that I've usually moved over to, but in the case of this, especially if later on I implement a system where you can actually just get the stuff delivered to you from this deep storage, then it will be very useful if it all floods to one central location. This also makes it a lot easier to try and read out a signal. This was the first attempt.
You what? Hey, do you wanna hop up? You wanna join in?
Yeah, come up. There you go. Alright. So, experimentation continued. How do I actually read it out? Well, basically, I'll need a signal strength. That's what's actually gonna read it. So I experimented, okay, what if I just read something in here? And that was perfectly fine. And then I remembered, a comparator will retain the signal that you put into it the whole way. So, for example, and this is with the vanilla tweaks in order to make this actually work. If we put signal step 15 there, signal strength 15 comes out. If that changes over to 13, 13 comes out. This means I can create a chain leading all the way to whatever farm storage I use. And this is a final prototype so far. I really should edit this down. If I will remains to be seen. But what we have is a display that shows how much is in storage and a selector panel. So let's say we want to see how much iron do we have. Alright, 2 full chests. Nice, nice. Alright, what about melon? Oh, that's a lot better, a lot better. Time to craft some melon blocks. What about pumpkin? Oh dear. Looks like the villagers got into the storage system. How does this all work? Well, basically, the selector panel chooses one of these torches to light up. That then lights a trail that goes into the selector area. Now, here I had to use a little bit of gravity block action. Because before I just had the piston... right. Let's see here. There? The issue with that is that even if that's unpowered, it will remain powered until you update it. So instead, moving it down to this green concrete powder on top of it will give us the effect that the resonance signal, which we'll follow back to soon enough, will go through, and as soon as we flick the page to iron, the gravity block will just fall down and clear that signal. Now let's follow this. So this is similar to this module, minus the fact that we actually deactivate all other torches. As you can see, flick up a few pages, only one torch remains active. That's thanks to some action going on here, which I haven't fully cracked exactly the mechanics of yet. I'm working on that.
What? You like that table? You like my table? Hmm?
She's just got her head laying on the table, it's adorable. But this is the same thing, minus, as I said, the deactivation of previous things. Meaning that all these are active, power the repeaters, power the lamps. Now we could probably do something fancy and extend this out a bit and give it like a little bit of a delay for each of the things so that they would light up in order. That might be a fun thing in the future. But for now, let's follow this trail. Let's go to the iron one because that was the first assigned. Now, as you can see here, this is another way. No, you don't go up on the table. This is another way to lay this out. This will still retain the same signal strength, but to save on a bit of redstone, one could also just do this. Also, it looks pretty cool. Going up was a bit of a struggle, but we got there in the end. Here, we have a setup, as I say, with zigzagging. Just copied over from where I did my first experiment. You can see how it snakes in some absolute redstone spaghetti into this. This is just my little system to determine how many are actually lit. It's fairly basic. You got, say, the first chest is full, first hopper backlogs. Then we get power here. And honestly, I could probably do with adding in a few repeaters here to make these activate earlier. Or even here, because I realized that's a better solution. Yeah, they go in here. We have a full power repeater going off. So here, when the first thing goes off, see it powers our very first, I believe. Have I miswired this? I might have wired this wrong. Oh no. The idea is that we power one at a time, and that gives a lesser strength the further back we are to this comparator, which is subtracting the value in here, which amounts to, let's have a quick check, 10. The 10 is subtracted, meaning that this counts up to 5. You can see the output here, which, there we go, need to put it in a subtract mode, is 2. And then that signal just carries all the way over here into that system, displaying number 2. If we then flick over to melons, we follow the melon line. This is set up with the standard silo layout. Now, one layer of hoppers, meaning it fills up very neatly, and you can often make nice light displays with this, but it doesn't, feed back into itself. Pardon me. This proved a bit of a challenge, and this project definitely stands at needing compacting. That's where I'm at. I need to make sure that this stuff is more compact, more organized, and just neater, basically. But it all works. If we remove that, melon will start going down, and as it backlogs each hopper, we get an increasing strength. Oh, appears we just got one. Oh, need to... Oh wait, do we get... No, okay, that works. It appears we now have a full 10 blocks of light, meaning, yep, that matches out. Yeah, this is just a little project I wanted to showcase because I had fun with it. And I wanted to display that basically, even if you're not an expert on this, right? I'm not... Personally, I prefer the building aspect of this game mostly, but the Redsone side is definitely fun. And if you want to make something like this, it's always a fun little brain activity. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out of my... Do I have an os? It's very flat back there. Oh well, whatever. This is a fun little challenge, and I would be more than happy to see whatever improvements anyone can think of. And if anyone wants to know what that is, let me know, and maybe I can cover that as well. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you all for watching, and stay safe. Goodbye.